Okay, what's up, guys? Happy Moxie Monday. And Evan, how old are you? How old are you? He's 3. I got my three-nager behind me.
Oh, shit.
He's 3, and he's supposed to be asleep. And he's my assistant tonight.
You're my assistant.
I'm your assistant?
Yeah.
Are you my boss?
You're my boss.
No, he's my boss. That is the truth. Mine's being lazy on the couch. Well, I wish my three-nager was asleep in his bed. But guys, I'm excited because all October we have been talking about the power of things. First, we talked about the power of our why. Then we talked about the power of Success Club. We talked about the power of events. Now we're talking about the power of the Power Hour. And I find that to be cherry on top when we're talking about an effective month, when we're talking about growing an effective business and having that continued momentum. Focusing on getting a lot done in a little amount of time is key. And you know what's ironic is the fact that I'm able to lead a supposed to be like professional environment with my 3-year-old helping me lead it. So it just goes to show that if you're busy, if you're busy and distracted, you fit right in on this team. Right, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay, now you need to go with your belly that's full and go lay in mommy's bed.
Okay.
Okay, love you.
Bye.
Don't say potty words. Okay. So we're going to talk about the Power Hour tonight, and this is not going to be your typical Moxie Monday where we have like a PowerPoint and we have a display of like checklists, even though I will show you what's to come as far as like a new tracker that's coming out, but I don't feel like there's magic in having a specific tracking device. I don't think there's magic in having like the right checklist or the wrong checklist. The magic happens when you actually do the work, because there are the essential building blocks of your business, which includes what we call the vital behaviors. And I've actually asked a couple of people on Moxie to share their experience. And I'm going to give you this backstory real quick before I switch it over to you guys. The backstory to this is that you might remember that a couple of weeks ago, I threw out a post in Moxie, our team page, and I said, hey, who wants to be in this secret test group? It's all about this new form coming out, this new business model, not model, that was a bad word, business tracker, checklist, training tool that's coming out. But corporate wants to have a handful of test groupies and to watch your business and how it might fluctuate based on you implementing these practices. And so tons of people, boom, 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 tons of people responded, me. I was able to pick 4 people. Did I pick 4 or 5? I picked 4 people. No, 5 people. I picked 5 people to follow along in this checklist, to follow along in this Success Club test group. And I'm going to show you guys kind of a screenshot of what we've been doing in that test group. And I can't show you all the videos and I can't show you like all the information, but you can kind of get a recap of it. And then I'm going to ask that those in the test group share a little bit of their experience so far and their feedback. And if they feel like this checklist they're following is one, maybe it's different than what they've done before, maybe it's not different than what they've seen before, but what they think about this test group could be helping them get their mindset right and to grow their business. So you guys get those thoughts going and answers ready, and I'm going to share my screen real fast so we can make sure everyone can kind of visually see what we've been doing behind the scenes. So we created this Moxie Success Club test group where we're participating, and really the cool part is the units. So here we have 5 different units that we've been going over, and the first one is a series of PDFs, and it really is just, I don't know if you guys can see this, it's very small maybe on your screen, but the first unit is PDFs, and it's going to download the vital behaviors overview, an overview of the business activity tracker. The next is an overview of what it looks like to have the vital behaviors. And these are videos created by the top coaches in the network. Now, this is all going to be available to you in January. And if we start rolling it out earlier, because we're really seeing some momentum, if you guys are really saying, Laura, please, 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 like, I really want to implement this now, I'm willing to do the work, then I might roll it out earlier than that. But right now, I'm just working with those 5 people in the test group to see if this is an effective tool to be used among the entire network. But all kinds of videos, all kinds of trainings. I mean, here's the thing, the secret of success is not training. And if that was the case, then every single one of us here would be millionaires, because we don't have a lack of training. We are on the top team in the entire network. We have training from the highest earning coach in the entire network. We have constant new coach training. We have constant team calls. We have podcasts. We have tools like this. So it's not of a lack of training that we might be kind of on our roller coaster. It's a lack of maybe self-belief. It's a lack of action. It's a lack of confidence. It's a lack of time management. And so these little life skills and social things that we need to tweak, that really is where you can get the ball rolling. So the third unit is to help people get results, like helping the tools that we use to help our challengers, the tools that we use to manage our time, whether it's, right here is how to manage time effectively. The vital behavior was about working out and drinking, Shakeology, and personal development. So from there, we have been following this tracker. I'm going to show you guys what it looked like. So here is the Success Club system, and it's a new tracker that Beachbody put out. Again, it's nothing special or spectacular. It's kind of in a different format. It has different time slots on it. So it's like, hey, this is a checklist Thursday through Wednesday, that you're proof for the product, that you're connecting, inviting, and follow up, which is a new way of saying invite, but they're making sure that you're doing it in the right sequence. So instead of one of the vital behaviors being just invite, which can come across as very like aggressive and you're hunting people, we want you to connect. We want you to then invite people once you have that connection and that credibility and that trust. And then we want you to follow up with them. And so there's steps here, continuing on connecting, social media, posting on stories, Instagram, responding to likes, inviting people, doing the follow-up. And there's time frames here, so you can even time yourself to stay accountable. The next section is to get people results. Well, that's wildly important, because in order to build your credibility, in order to gain your confidence, in order to make sure that referrals are happening, that you are contributing to a challenge group, that you are helping people, that you are recognizing achievement within your coach group or your challenge groups. And last but not least is personal development, because if you're not going to be committing to growing yourself, you certainly won't be committed to growing your business. So that's kind of a sneak peek of what we've been doing on the back end. And now I want to hear from my ladies. Now I'll let you take the reins to see who wants to go first. And I am having this recorded so we can share this beauty with other people. But who wants to unmute first and kind of share your feedback of our Success Club test group so far? Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, I'll go.
Thanks, girl.
I always have super delayed internet, so I hope nobody else jumped in, because if you did, I'm sorry, my internet's just always super delayed. Okay, so the thing that I've loved so far about it, I really like the training videos that they offer, because I know that that's easily, I don't say this word right, but duplicatable? Is it duplicatable or duplicatable? I don't know, whatever. I could easily pass that down to my team. And so I think that that's really cool, that they're giving kind of a, like a set guideline, and none of them are, no offense to Michael Neiman, but none of them are Michael Neiman, or maybe a couple were or whatever, but they're like real coaches. You know what I mean? Talking to us from a real coach perspective. So I appreciate that. The thing with the tracker that is, for me, where I was growing up, I say that in jest, right? But the thing that I've made better is contributing to my challenge group. And I know that sounds so simple. Like, of course you're supposed to contribute to your challenge group. But I was always so stuck on inviting, that I was doing a poor job of getting my customers, my clients, results. And so I have kind of revamped my challenge group to give and to be, really invested in their results. And I'm hopeful that that will build even more momentum, because absolutely inviting is super important, and that is an income generating activity, and that's definitely listed on the tracker. But being sure that every single day I'm recognizing somebody, every single day I'm adding value to my challenge group, that has been something that I think has been a change for me, and I really like it. So there's my quick, short, to the point.
Love it. So while the other person decides to unmute themselves and talk next, let me do a little. I love that last part about, by the way, I was listening, but my son decided that it was important for me to have my Costco card during my call. He brought it to me. It's like, go to bed. Which means he's going through my desk. But recognition. I mean, I am not like the poster child of doing that in a timely manner, but man, my heart explodes when somebody achieves a level of like a goal, whether it's my challenger losing 5 pounds or even really like I get so excited when a customer of mine actually works out and tells me about it. I'm like, oh, really? You're gonna like really? I got you excited and you're actually gonna like do this program with me. It excites me. And so I think the way that I don't know, little actions of like lifting somebody up. Hey, great job, way to go. And you can track that in the tracker app, like in the My Challenge tracker. I love that. So that's a really cool way that you've improved, for lack of a better word. All right, who's next?
So for me, I am really good at doing the things on this checklist and the previous trackers. I'm terrible at tracking them. And it's something that I've, tried every which way, all of the simple forms, and I get really good for like a week or two, and then I leave my piece of paper in the other room and I'm working in my car or, in some weird, closed off space where no one can find me for 30 seconds or whatever it is. And then I don't write it down. It doesn't translate. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, well, I did the stuff, blah, 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 whatever. And so we've been doing this new tracker for like 10 days now-ish, like one full week. And we're like almost completely done with the second week. And today is the first day that I have like actually had like business hours. I've been at my sister's wedding and my husband was home. We were on family vacation and it was like, my whole goal was to be able to like disconnect this last week. And so having this new tracker rollout was actually really helpful for me because it made me do some work, which I probably, would have, disappeared into a corner and just sat there and stared at it for 30 seconds instead of doing work, which my business needs me to show up for. So that was helpful. But I have found that with the PDF form and with it having the numbers, like the time that, rough estimates next to it, that I can actually put this on my phone. And you're probably not going to be able to see this, but the PDF is on my phone. Like I can check the buttons and uncheck the buttons on my phone now. So my tracker goes with me. And I've thanked my husband and my child on our family vacation. Sorry. But so my tracker goes with me now. So I have no excuses to not actually fill it out. And in all of the chaos of the last like 10 days, knowing that perfection wasn't going to be something that I was going to achieve, and rather than feel like it was an all or nothing process when I was trying to juggle family vacation and priorities, because we're all business owners, we all have priorities, and that's, the beauty of this, kind of like you were talking about in the beginning, Laura. I could see, because I actually had my tracker with me instead of leaving it at home at my desk while I was in a different state, that if I could alternate at least every couple of days, making sure that I wasn't skipping the same vital behavior every day, or that even in my Instagram stories, I wasn't just like, look at my cute kid at the beach, like every single day, it really helped me to kind of fluctuate and say like, all right, you've got 30 seconds. What do you need to focus on in the next hour? Like, what are you going to accomplish in your Instagram story or show up in your challenge group and talk about? Or what are you, okay, your kid, actually took a nap for 20 minutes. Like, where can you, plug in 10 minutes of time, 15 minutes of time? What did you skip yesterday that needs your attention today? And so because my tracker was able to travel with me, and I could see that full big picture view, it was really helpful to just be able to say, all right, this is what I need to do. Here's what I'm going to focus on, whether I can get to it right now or whether it's my next 2-hour goal to finish this chunk when I can, when that pocket presents itself. Here's what I'm going to do. And so that to me has been the most helpful, is to actually physically like have it attached to me to be able to see the big picture kind of thing.
Girl, you just like crush some dreams of people who want to use that as an excuse.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's
I've
a
been there.
beautiful thing.
That's been
It's a
me for
beautiful
what,
thing.
like 4 years
So
now? 4 years. Avoiding
anybody who's watching the recording who's ever wanted to use, I'm just too busy, I don't have time, I don't like to track things. Well, you know, you got your phone within like a 5-foot radius of you. I'm like Mrs. Unplug. Like I do love to disconnect and to be completely present, right? But it doesn't mean that I can't move a little forward, especially when it's like you do this for 10 minutes, you do this for 20 minutes. I love the fact that it breaks it up in time.
Yeah, like right now, I had recognition left for today to do. And so while I was waiting for this call, little spinny wheel to start, I was like, that's what I need to do before I go to bed tonight. And I was like, you know what? Because I looked at that an hour ago and knew that was the last thing that I had on my list, that time window presented itself. And I was like, I'm going to do this right now. Check it off the list and just be done. Show up, be present with the team, go to bed.
Yep.
Done.
Awesome. All right. Who's next, ladies?
Yes, I'll go ahead and go. I think you guys have pretty much hit on a lot of the things I was going to say too. My brain has actually gotten into like those pockets, like, you know, initiate connections and add followers. If I have the baby fall asleep on me, I'm like, okay, got 20 minutes. Let's do this. Go. It has really helped me to also nail down my Insta stories, which I was really struggling with. Like I wasn't sure how to do it. I wasn't sure about anything, what to put on the stories. I didn't even know. But with this, it like tells me, and I'm like, oh, yep, I did that. Yeah, yep. And then if I get stuck, like I don't know what to do. Oh, look, my kid's sleeping. They look so cute. Yeah, daily life. Okay, got it. And then, what I also wanted to say was, like, I'm not like a diamond coach. I'm not even an emerald coach. I'm working on it. I'm just a basic coach. And I've never liked trackers before. I've never liked, you know, sitting down, doing the power hour, doing the tracker. It always made it feel yucky to me. And I know I was being too sensitive, but I just didn't like doing it. I love doing this. I love putting this together. I love the connect part of it. And I love the fact that it's time brackets. And, you know, maybe I'll spend a little bit longer on a message to somebody, but that's because I want to really connect with them. I don't want to just send out 20 invites that don't have any connection behind them. So I really love that this tracker, like, really enhances that connection and then inviting. And it's not just like an icky, like, invite 50 people and be done. So I think that's hit it all.
Love it, girls. When I asked you guys to help me out on the call tonight, I was like, I want your honesty. I want your pros and your calls, because nobody's going to get better if we're not honest. Nobody's going to get better if we're just like, everything is perfect. I love administrative tracking work. But you were completely honest in the fact that through your honesty, you're like, I wasn't looking forward to it. I hate trackers, but I did it. It was just brilliant, perfect, totally real, totally relatable. So I appreciate that. And I'm excited to like roll this out. I'm excited for the rest of our team to have access to it. The cool thing is that since we have the trackers now, we do have the power to say, hey, this has been so effective for me that I will drip this down to my team, and that I will be able to duplicate it, as Danielle was saying, that it's something that's easily duplicatable. If somebody joins your team and says, hey, what do I do? great. You know what? Let's work through achieving half of this tomorrow. And then let's work on the second half the next day. And maybe the next day, let's work on doing the whole thing together. So it's not that you have to do this entire thing right out of the bat. You absolutely can. But I feel like as a new coach, they might just need to figure out, okay, I'm going to go make my Facebook and Instagram public. First step. I'm going to start a program. Second step. I'm going to attend a team call. Third step. I'm going to pick a date for my first challenge group. Fourth step. So it can be in those little decisions that gain confidence over time. Now, to say that you can build a business with that kind of minimal effort, no, that's not realistic. You'll be a part of our community forever, and that hopefully is a reward to you. But if you want to build a business, it is going to take the hustle, and it is going to take the determination and the time focus to actually launch a business that could gain profit. You know what I mean? So to say, oh, you just do one thing a day, and you can invite one person a week. No, that's not going to move you forward, maybe at the speed in which you're going to feel the validation of your hard work. Like, you're going to have to go out there and make connections. Like Christy was saying, you're going to have to go out there and actually track your work. Like Chelsea was saying, even if you think in your head, well, I'm doing the work, so that should be good enough. I don't have to actually mark it on a checklist. But through studies over and over and over, it's proven that if you want to improve, you have to measure what you're doing. And if you're not willing to track it, if you're not willing to do the little check on your phone and to print it out and check with a pen and paper, then maybe you're not willing to really hold yourself accountable to get your business to the next level in which you say that you want to do. And if you're saying you want to be an Emerald coach, if you're saying you want to be Diamond, if you're saying you want to earn several $100s a month or a week or whatever, if you're saying you want this to be a part-time income or a full-time income, then, let's start first with seeing how serious you are. And this is like not just you, this is a we thing. Let's see how serious we are by holding ourselves accountable to a tracker like this and seeing where we land to see if we're really taking this action or if we're not. So that is tonight's call. I will gladly go over any more details that you have about holding yourself accountable to a power hour by doing specific vital behaviors each and every day. And if you watch this recording and you do want access to that tracker before it releases in January, then just shoot me a quick message. Because by you taking that effort, that tells me that you really want to take action. And that tells me that you're being vulnerable enough, transparent enough to say, hey, I want to do this tracker and I want to be held accountable. I'm ready to get to the next level. And in order to do that, I know that I need clear guidelines. And this is what that is. And that's what I love about this tracker. That's what I love about these ladies in the test group. That's what I love overall about this network and this Beachbody, that there's all kind of roads to success. And that it leads to like the vital behaviors. Always, always, always. Success Club, always. So before I end the recording, I'm going to do a drum roll, please. Because I'm pretty sure we have somebody who's brand new green on the call tonight. Miss Susan King got a promotion. So welcome, the newest Emerald coach on Moxie. It is so exciting. I'm out of my mind excited and so proud of you. Girl, you are working hard. You have been so consistent, so determined, so resilient in the midst of your Payless struggles. Like, I've watched you. Our team has watched you. Not only are you showing up for your fitness, for your cats, for your job, that's crazy. You've been an
Which, by the way, I'm also double working and I'm trying to do Amazon pricing and it just crashed.
Oh, that means it's not meant to be. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But you have been an encouragement to us, to me, to our teammates, while living your life, while building your business. It is a true inspiration. You deserve all of the success. I just applaud you and I adore you. Congrats. You're awesome. All right. Well, love you, ladies. I'm going to upload. Oh, look, we did it in 30 minutes. We are so awesome. 30-minute call. That means everyone can watch it. Short and sweet, to the point, effective, just like our power hour. Whoop, whoop. See what I did there? Okay. Well, you guys have a good rest of the night. I'm going to finish my power hour and put my little guy to sleep because he's still in my office drawers digging around for my Costco cards. All right. Peace out. Bye, guys.